and welcome to another philosophy session. Today I am again going to talk about meaningful things or meaningless. I will probably make absolutely no sense and I will do my makeup meanwhile, so let's start. By the way, I have some like high frequency kind of sounds in the background because I'm trying to trick my brain with those sounds into being happy. And that is actually what I wanted to talk about today. It started many months ago, but it's definitely amplified lately. I find it really hard to do things that I just don't find meaning in, that I find, I don't know, a little bit shallow or too practical, because I struggle with practical stuff. And I also do not find the motivation to come on here and film videos, makeup videos. It just seems so pointless to me. I'm really struggling to get back into being a human being because we, in a society, we do have to do those things, but I'm struggling because I don't see the point. I had driving lessons, by the way. I started driving. I'm an awful driver for now, but I'm getting better. Finding the motivation to go and drive, it was so bad. Because I was like, again, it's such a practical thing. It's almost like I try to fill up my life with things that are meaningful for my soul. And you can't always do that. We're adults, we have responsibilities. And definitely working is one of them. Not all of us have like meaningful jobs. We're not all, I don't know, public speakers or whatever. And that's why I decided to continue this series, let's say, and just talk about things that are going through my head and that have a little bit of meaning to me. Because I feel dead inside, to be honest. Whenever I come here and try to film for YouTube and I watch the footage, I feel I look so drained. I look like I don't want to be here. And I'm sorry for that. I know that's how it looks. And it's because partially it's true. I'm really struggling. But at the same time, I'm so devoted to this channel and to this purpose in general. I think I just built the habit of being devoted to it, that I just cannot quit. I mean, that is out of the question for me, at least for now, because I actually considered it last night. I was editing a video and I was like, I was dreading it. I didn't want to edit. The only time that I find meaning in this, when somebody comments that I was able to help them boost their confidence, I don't know, change a little part of their lives, even though it's the way you paint your face. If you apply it in like confidence and I don't know, self-appreciation, I guess it is a little bit more meaningful in that way. I think that's how I have to view makeup in order to be able to come on here and just film videos. These videos in which I'm talking are usually so chaotic. Like I don't have a particular subject and just go from A to B, because my mind doesn't go from A to B in a straight line. My mind is like that. I think it shows when I speak. I had a subject in mind for today, and it's this analysis that I do. Just this fact that I try to find meaning in everything. The question that has been on my mind for a while. I also found some TikTok account. I think I'm going to link it below because it's so good. It's this guy. He's called Jack something. Anyway, I'm gonna link his TikTok down below because it's actually amazing. It's a philosophy kind of a TikTok channel account, whatever. He was talking about whether or not the unexamined life is worth living. Especially because I'm thinking about the meaning of filming YouTube videos. It kind of relates to that, the examining life concept. Because that's actually what I do. I analyze everything, and I am not sure if it's the right way to live. I think this video is going to be just a bunch of questions that hopefully is going to lead me somewhere. I mean, I have kind of a conclusion in mind. I've noticed two types of people when it comes to like examination and analyzing everything. There are people like me that they look for meaning behind every situation. They want to know things. I want to know things. I want to know my purpose. I want to know why I'm here. I want to know the why behind everything. Every little situation. Like, I need to know why. I don't want to know who is right in this case. Am I right for making myself miserable by looking for meaning and truth behind everything? Or maybe the people that just go on with their lives without questioning every little thing, like, are they the right ones? I mean, there are 8 billion different points of view in this world, so maybe there is no right or wrong way to live. Unless you like go over law and morality laws. I mean, there are things that are obviously wrong, but I don't think that this subject is one of them. That was like a little parenthesis. I've been really thinking about this since last night. And I think this morning, like, I came to a little conclusion. I think the ideal case would be somewhere in the middle, as it always is. The question is like this ratio between wanting to know and preserving our happiness. Not knowing just makes you happier sometimes. I mean, depends on how you're built. I'm just not built for not having answers. I need answers, otherwise I just can't keep my peace. Like, having this in mind, for example, would you want to know if your partner is cheating on you? If you don't know and the relationship just goes on as usual, you would definitely be happier that way. Do you value truth or do you value happiness? I'm going to use a palette that I haven't used in a while because new things excite me. Apply that to relationships and I will sound like an asshole. Whatever, this palette by Zoeva. Coming back, I was talking about that balance between knowing the truth and being happy. I think we all have our limits. The example that I gave with the partner cheating on you, I'm pretty sure that some of you will say yes, I would want to know, but some of you would be like, no, I would rather not know and just live in oblivion. I wanted to say one more thing. If you would have to pick to have a superpower, what would you pick? And there are some people out there picking mind reading. That is like picking to be miserable for your entire life. I honestly don't think that we could be able to handle that. Reading other people's minds. Because yeah, a lot of us want the truth, but how much truth can you actually handle? I don't think we are built to know everything. There is a barrier in our minds that I feel like it's actually protecting us. Because we cannot handle too much truth. We would just go insane. And a person that would be able to read minds, I think they would go insane, actually. But I do believe that we have different endurance levels when it comes to truth. And the fact that some people stay ignorant in certain like areas of their life, I think they are just aware that knowing more they wouldn't be able to handle that. Yeah, I think we have kind of like an inner defense mechanism that kind of stops us from going over our limits. But a lot of times, analyzing a situation, even though it's hurtful, helps us grow. And that's the reason why I do it. Because expanding, growing, learning about myself is my goal at the moment. I don't think I was built to live in ignorance all my life. But I did for a while and it worked. And it worked until it didn't. So once again, I have to find the balance between practical things and spiritual thoughts, like the ones that I have today. Spiritual, philosophical, I don't know how to call it, because I feel like a lot of people confuse spiritual with religious, which for me, they don't mean the same thing. I think even in knowing yourself, again, there are some things that you might find that you might not like, but at the end of the day, the challenge is to accept yourself as what you are fully. If you do know yourself fully, which I think is a very difficult thing to do. I'm still finding out parts of myself. That's why I'm struggling at the moment. Not every day, but at least every week I discover new parts of me that I just didn't know existed. And I wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't analyzing and questioning everything. But it is difficult, and sometimes I wish that I wouldn't think about these things and just live in blissful ignorance. But again, I don't think that I am built for that, and I have to live with it and find balance. And well, that is everything that I had to say for today. There would be so much more, but I wanted to kind of keep it on one subject. I'm struggling to do that. My mind is in 1000 different places right now, and I would talk about everything all at once. Sometimes I'm very impulsive because of that. If I do get an idea, I want to share it all. Like, I get many ideas at once. My brain works really quickly, but in my speech, I think it's messy because of that. I stutter, I just stumble upon my words, and I don't make much sense a lot of times. But again, self-improvement, maybe in time, with practice. I notice these things, I'm trying to fix them, maybe one day. I'm happy that I'm a little bit more excited to film when I speak about these things. It might be just a phase. I will not turn this channel into a philosophy channel, although I think I will include some videos like this every once in a while, but I think you're used to that by now. I started doing that in summer, and I don't always think about abstract things like this. Most of the time I just apply them on my own life experiences, which obviously I'm not comfortable sharing everything here on YouTube. But when I do get a more general idea and it's not mandatory for me to share my personal experience in order to express that idea, I will. It is still personal, it is a piece of my mind. If I don't stop right now, I will never stop talking. Thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening to me. If you have any ideas about anything I've said, your input is always appreciated. The comment section below is open for you to write what's on your mind. Use it as a little journal. I think that's how I use my YouTube channel at the moment. Maybe I should start journaling, putting these things on paper, and then maybe I will be able to film makeup tutorials. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that in the future. Anyways, I wish you have a beautiful day and you have balance between happiness and self-development. See you next time. Bye!